Absolutely, absolutely. You know, up early, you know, feeling good. Sun is out in Ireland, so can't really go wrong.
Okay, well, it's a rare thing in Denmark. Actually, we do have the sun out here as well, so it's one of the few days of the year. We're looking at what seems like a bit of an A crunch really early on. SDY's actually made his way into an interesting position here. Look at they're inside the smoke. They're walking up behind him. I don't think he was ready for that. He himself had actually come through that same smoke, and he goes down. Duke is going to be taken down. Nay 2, and just suddenly it's a 5 versus. Never mind. They're getting the kills quicker than I can even call it out. I do feel like this Navi Junior team is going to be in a great position. We're going to be seeing Ence execute onto this B bomb side, and they're ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely ready to pop in, jump out the window. Flashes are good, and Demons simply no more. Just couldn't handle the heat there, the pressure. It's a really good pop on the B bomb site, and that's it. That's all she wrote. You cannot go for this retake right now. Just outcalled completely. And what's interesting as well is that, you know, I've only actually picked up on is that Ence have actually decided to start T, because they had the choice of sides, and it's not too often you see that. So that would lead me to believe, and kind of tie into the ancient point as well, that Ence probably have a clear game plan. Yeah, Damon is still sticking around here, and actually Craveny, if he's able to maybe stop one player on the cross, it might be just a little bit better. Deagle gets ran down, the SMG wants to get in your face, and they're dropping rifles now as well. It's just another master of a call from Glaive, as Ence really beginning to strut their stuff, and they're nearly at 3 rounds, so they've nearly even equaled their score last time out, which is always a promising sign.
But, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I think this. I was gonna say, I think this is nice to see, because some of the Ence games that I've seen here in CCT, it's been the opposite of what we're seeing here. They've actually come in looking just not ready at all. Like, you can almost tell that they're still sort of a little bit asleep. But I think you're right, though. This does look like a really strong game plan, and they actually look like they are just, you know, firing on all cylinders right away. That's sick. Listening for the utility there on the T side. He's well aware that they could be sneaking through. He's got a very good read of the game, to be honest. M4 is here and going to be taking down A2 to begin with. So very fine start indeed. And look at how far they're pushed up. They're actually covering the bomb back here. I don't think SDY knows at all. It's just USPs, but how did they even get here? What is happening? Ence, how have they let go of this? There's 50 seconds right now. They're in a lot of trouble. They're going to end up probably losing this round.
Yeah, I mean, Graveny's just being annoying as well. Like, you have to go and clear this player out, and it's just really shaving so much time off the clock. You've got to get this bomb back. You know, you've made a mistake, you've left it completely open, and Navi Junior have made the perfect play, and now everybody's got a rifle. But issue is, there's probably a lack of armor in a few places. Casper Sky, that's beautiful with that double symmetry, though already picking off one and needs to find the next, but he can't do it. That one was snatched right from under the noses of Navi Junior.
That's a real shame for Ence. They were on such a roll, getting back into the game early. If I don't know, let's see what happens in a couple of rounds, but that one round could have a massive impact on this game. Now, they're going to be quick to execute onto the A-bomb side. They're not going to slow this down at all. Stu gets to go down first. Craveny shows up. He's going to be good for a couple of kills and very nearly gets the third one. I think he does get the dink, or at least a lot of damage on the potty, but Glaive is answering back, getting a kill in. Now it's a 2 versus 3. No bomb plant yet, but they've got a lot of time here.
Yeah, they do. That op shot needed to hit, though. If you're Symmetry, it's leaving Demon in quite the undoable situation, and it's got an extra layer to this bomb plant, because you can see Pody wrapping all the way around the world. So even if Demon finds these 2 kills, I don't know if he's ever going to be expecting the mid player. Okay, finishes off Glaive, which is always good, trying to recover the rifle, but here comes that lurk, here comes that pinch, and Pody will just shut down that retake. Ence really feeling the brunt of that right now, but I don't want to overlook this one, Anders, because we've seen what happened last time they did a single M4 and the rest pistol, so let's see.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll see if they can do some more magic here. They kind of do need it. Snake 2, for my money, definitely the player to watch every time this Ence team is playing, although Symmetry showing up with a couple of insane deal headshots does make them a little bit scared here. The bomb is going to be planted. There is a flank coming in, however, so that's actually an M4 as well. You might have been onto something here. There might actually be a chance that this could go wrong. Glaive is now aware. He's thinking about it. That's good, because another few seconds and he would have been caught by surprise. He's still going to end up going down, and suddenly it's a 2 versus 3. There's no kit in play, but let's see what they could do here, Navi Junior.
Make their way in, and SDY, it's again these kind of lurk pinches that are really trying to shut everything down. Molly towards Palace is going to make things a little bit awkward, but I mean, you don't have a kit, so it was never going to happen. Demon trying to catch a deagle headshot on the exit, but he might catch his death if he's not careful. Bodie's already going to go on holding for him, but you don't really want to throw away that AWP. It is a big investment that you have to make into the next round, so it's good as well because they'll throw that Molotov and they will know now that they don't have to come out and clear top back because they're still holding for it. They're still waiting, so they can just pop on through, and the flashes just need to be excellent. Rain on over, SDY clearing out Demon. Still though, 2 more players towards the back of the bomb site. It could get a little bit awkward, but not when you've got SDY just in here clearing the names. Casper Sky cutting off rotations, and it's back to the drawing board again for Navi Junior because once again their defense is going to fail, and it's been just a little bit weird seeing Navi Junior this stumped already, because Ence have been coming at them with some pretty solid calls, but Navi Junior, they haven't really looked too hot when they've had the rifles in their hands.
Yeah, I am surprised at this too. Although I think it does kind of go back to a point that we sometimes end up talking about, and honestly, I don't even know if I have like I wouldn't have the solution, but I guess I can offer a bit of the criticism, which is some of these teams when they show up on any given day, like if they played again tomorrow, I think it's possible that Navi Junior would be. Oh, that's a nice find. I think it's possible that Navi Junior would somehow be way more ready and like locked in. They're super, they're just ready to go.
I think we need to see a little bit of a switch up as well, because so far this T side, especially on the gun rounds, Ence have just been able to go into their game plan. So I would like to see Navi Junior throw something just a little bit crazy, either fast boost into the apartments, which it looks like they're actually going to do. Just get a little bit aggressive here. Just try and undo this Ence side. They're going into a BXQ here, Anders, and Makazi at least is up here trying to stop it, and there it is. A quick double shutdown, and Odie has no other option. He has to back away.
Yeah, you called it. I think this is exactly what they needed to do, and it is taking a bit of the control of the game back. And you're not super aggressive, but you have a plan for the start of it. You've got an idea of kind of how you wanna try and play it, and this time it was the perfect call. So really well done. Just the AWP left. Very important for them to try and stay alive here in Navi Junior. So as much as they probably eventually will try and find this gun, you've got to make sure you don't lose too many rifles because they really don't have the money for it. Ence, on the other side of things, kind of getting stumped here a little bit. Nice flashbang. Okay. They've got him trapped in the corner, and he should be dead one way or another here. It's a bit awkward, and he is going to end up going down.
Or at least force Navi Junior into a rotation that they don't want to make by picking up a kill. But as of right now, Navi Junior are pretty content with just giving up this. That was nearly a horrible timing to go jumping there. But Makazi, he's already taken one head off, lays down another towards middle. It's looking good for Navi Junior.
It absolutely is. 4 versus 3. Probably didn't need to peek the window there. That's a bit scary. Don't want to open up a chance for Ence to get back in. But this is where I feel like in the past, Navi Junior have had really good discipline to not re-peek too many of these fights and to play very safely. And they kind of are once again now. Glaive trying to get the sneak through. Potty, even though flashed, he actually still gets that shot off. That's crazy. And now he's looking for somebody in the A-bomb site. Demon in a very hard angle to clear here. Flash is going to go around the corner, but it won't make a difference. And they're going to end up defending the site.
To enact on something that we didn't kind of mention was the fact that, Makazi was actually having a really slow start. He's began to pick up things in the last couple of rounds, and Navi Junior started winning. Symmetry, though, AWP already ripping one out of middle. And this is going to be very awkward right now for Ence. A kill back, though, could make it a whole lot easier. Bodie exploring over towards ramp, though. The Opera is able to find it, and on the extremities there's just being fights found left, right and center. It's non-stop action everywhere you look, but it settles for now with a 3 versus 3. But the B-bomb site is under lock and key for Ence.
Yes, it is. Glaive is just holding that line, although they should know that, so at least they should be ready for the fight here. Interesting for Glaive, he's not quite sure where to hold. He's just making sure that there are no CTs still left up in there. I don't know which way this is going to go. And I do think this actually, I might almost have to retract what I said in the last round. This is a round where Navi Junior don't ever really make the call to slow things down. Like, they move around too much, even when they have the advantage, and it ends up backfiring. You could see that Duke he's aware that someone could be around the corner somewhere. He's just not exactly sure. His teammates are moving in from the catwalk position as well. They do have a couple of grenades, but it's going to be this opening kill here that's going to make the difference. And there we go. The timing could not have been better. And Cemetery finding the headshot on Nate2. What a retake for a 7-5 half in favor of Ence. Yeah, this is starting to look a lot more interesting. Ooh, Kaspersky, that's the dualies down, but Makazi takes one back. He's not actually going to pick up the dualies, which is a bit interesting. Potty's here. An easy kill onto Krabani. So, unfortunately, the timing kind of working against Navi Junior, but it's a bit of a roll of the dice, I think, when you walk through that smoke. They're going to get the bomb planted at the very least, and that's a start. I don't know if they can win the round. They do have one guy with a little bit of health here in Makazi, so maybe there is a chance for it still. No kit on the other side. I don't think that's going to make the difference. I think the difference here will be just down to the raw mechanics of these pistols. And now it's Makazi alone on Tetris, 1 versus 3, and they are going to try and run him down. It's great coordination, and yeah, and it's just, unfortunately, a few too many headshots coming through there for Navi Junior. Actually could work very well for them. Yeah, they're going to keep on pushing. This is super aggressive, actually. And as long as the rest of Ence don't get into too many fights here, Kaspersky, he's going to be forced into one, and that's fine, but just try and stay alive because the backup is coming. SDY is walking down. Glaive is wrapping all the way through T-spawn at this point in time, and I think this round is already dead for Navi Junior. I don't think they have any idea what's happening here. They are just getting picked apart one at a time. SDY goes down, but it just doesn't make a difference. They're in the window with one player left. That is a very cool round out of Ence.
It was ridiculous. It was like Navi Junior, their mid play, the entire plan on that force bite was just swallowed. Underway. We've got AKs in the mix. You need to see, somebody step up here on the T side. And Ence are going for a little bit of a shutdown play here. They're getting aggressive towards top middle. And Kaspersky now, that's a little bit awkward. The flash just catching him right in the face.
Could have gone horribly wrong. Nate2's going to be there to help out his teammate. That's huge. And there's no pressure here for Navi Junior from the underpass itself. And it was also smoked off anyway. So if nothing else, that means Ence have the somewhat luxury of only having to point their guns in one direction. Glaive, very nearly caught off guard. They've actually jumped down. And I don't think he noticed at the beginning, but they were busy fighting towards Catwalk. So very scary round so far. And it actually still might backfire. There's no way he knows Nate2's there. Yeah. He just snuck under there, and that's going to catch him off guard. So unfortunately for Cemetery, it means he's on his own. 1 versus 2. See if he could do anything more in this one. He does have the bomb picked up, obviously, 55 seconds. If he can find Glaive, who's already low on health, it's a very winnable clutch here. Oh, he didn't see it. He could have seen the backpack there. I wonder if his teammates did. It doesn't seem like anybody spotted it out, and he's going to be dead. That is a... I wonder if it's the position with the actual truck there that just made it hard to spot, but
pressure maybe with a smoke, because they are actually going to explode out towards this bomb site. They're looking for a round. They desperately need one, and well, Deep Jungle and Con Smoke as now they will take that control, but they're receiving a lot of damage on Kravany, and Night, he's lurked through the back door. He's lurked around that smoke to at least collect one, and that's the bomb dropped. It's not even down just yet. This is awkward for Navi Junior to hold on to this bomb site.
It is. What a great play from the Frenchman. Oh, and a no-scope right through the ticket booth. Going to be taking down Kravany. Unfortunately for him, it's Makazi trying to fight their way back into this round, but not easy so far. A lot of damage onto Nate2, so he might have a little bit of trouble here, Demon, with a bomb on his back, and he's going to find the timing against the Finnish player. So that's at least something here. Demon, yeah, easy pickup as well. It's up to Kaspersky, sneaking in from behind. He gets the one, and Makazi's already low on health here. This is so risky. There's no more grenades, so at least it's not going to be down to the HE, but you have to make this far cross on out. Okay, he's just sat waiting. He's hoping that Kaspersky is going to go for a wide swing, but until the bomb gets planted, does he have to move at all is the question. It doesn't seem like he's going too quick. At least 30 seconds now. He can run to the B bomb side, though. Yeah, I would probably do that.
It's just a little bit too late from Kaspersky.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare for me to say, by the way, but good move.
I'm not gonna lie. I had to drop the X because, in the beginning I was like X Kaspersky, and I was like, I'm at least so now I'm just Kaspersky. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to keep it to that for my own sake, but it's not easy.
Yeah, it's too early in the morning as well, so the brain fog is definitely there. But you're hoping it's not here from Mikaze, as he's locked in towards the window and seems to have the correct read. But it does come down to a little bit of a timing and kit and play as well. As Bomb is actually going to be stuck. Mikaze's going to have to swing wide here, and he eventually will peak. And unfortunately,
it's also a way back in potentially for Navi Junior. We'll see if they can actually follow through on this one. 6-11. If they win this next round, oh, there we go. Nade 2. There's no grenades thrown, so he has no reason to peek up from that position. It's not that he's asleep or anything. It's just normally there's a flashbang or something being set up for someone to get out the palace, and this time it was just a walkout. So yeah, they've absolutely wrecked them in this round. It's going to be an 11-7 scoreline, and honestly, this map is not done yet. There's a chance for Ence to lose this, and yeah, that would be a devastating setup going into map number 2.
Oh, 100% it would. Like, you are in the driver's seat now. You just want to be closing this one out. But, you know, if there's one team that, you know, we can definitely say this year anyway has kind of lacked that killer instinct in games, it's probably Ence. They've really struggled to get games over the line. And Navi Junior, Ted spoke a little bit about like a momentum-based team and how momentum-based Navi Junior are. And I think he's correct. Once they kind of get the ball, they will begin to run with it. So you need to stop that and really just smother that before it comes into fruition. And, well, unfortunately for Glaive, he won't be able to bring that rifle forward. So nothing saved. Bank account's looking pretty dry.
Yeah, he's set up for it. Deep position. See if they have the utility to try and get rid of him. You can obviously throw some Molotovs back here, but... oh, he hits the shot on Demon, in fact. They're going to be fine with trading that, and that means it's down to Glaive. He's calling in the backup, but it's going to be on him. If he get a double kill, this round might still be on, but if it's just a one, they don't care now. It's absolutely worth it, and look at how good they are. They throw deep Molotovs to make sure that if there was a third player on the bomb side, that player probably couldn't peek them, and then they just slowly peek Glaive. They're happy to trade it. It's a very, very measured kind of an attack there where they're not just jumping in the air and trying to, you know, use the manpower to get through. They actually take their time to just slow down the attack a little bit, enough that they can fight Glaive in a reasonable fashion here. 3 versus 3 in the afterplant. If Krabani gets this one, I think the round is probably going to be dead, but it goes the other way. It's Kaspersky instead to take him down, and suddenly... it's just one player left. It's Cemetery at the back here. Smoke going to be going up, throwing out a little bit of a flash, but it doesn't matter. He peeks right before the smoke pops, and now it's a 1 versus 1. SDY goes down. Crosshair placement could not have been better. What a clutch coming out from Cemetery. If you have a player in that B bomb side, an anchor, that B bomb side, you feel like you can defeat, and this time, oh my god, oh, that's a running P250. Demon, I'd love to see that from his point of view. What an absurd kill to begin with. I was going to say, sometimes you feel like you can bully, you know, a Glaive or a Carrigan or someone who's, you know, typically the IGLs. You feel like you can do that, maybe you just keep on going for it. Kaspersky somehow getting rocked, and Mikaze showing up on the spot anyway. So yeah, they've lost the AK at the beginning, but they're still fighting back here. Navi Junior looking to get to 12 rounds, and honestly, it's looking pretty good at the moment. Nade2, he's going to hit that headshot, and again, he's a lethal player. You see it right here. I think Neo for a while has been saying the second best French player, really obviously only behind Saiwu, and honestly, I don't know if it's even such a crazy statement. He is an absolute beast. It's going to be Krabani going down last here. A little bit of a weird fight going on there. I think like he could have had a chance, but yeah, that's what we're going to find out right here. 12-11. Imagine if that's how they turned it in. So they just win that one round, and then, I mean, that could very well be the case. I think for Navi Junior, they're going to feel like it's, you know, it's a little bit stolen for them. But, wow, speaking of executes and quickness here, Navi Junior right out the spawn, straight into an A execute. No slowdown, really. Unfortunately, Demon goes down here, and SDY, great work so far. Mikaze finally takes him down. No bomb plant yet. They're just all battling. Nobody's waiting for a retake. Nobody's waiting for a bomb plant. And finally, they actually do punch into the digits. So Glaive and Poddy, maybe not the two players I'd want left here for the afterplant. And oh my god, Glaive, I don't know how he realized. Did he see something through, or is he just testing it? He's got 5 bullets left, and that is not enough for a double kill. He's going to end up going down, leaving Poddy in a potentially risky position. But yeah, might as well go for it. I wouldn't even try and fake it. Going to be spamming him down. He's down to 35 here. We could be seeing overtime if this bullet connects. Dugas gets one, and he goes for it again. A flash out just to try and buy a bit more time. He gets the headshot, runs back in. Does he actually have enough time for this one? It'd be an insane clutch if he could pull it through, and he will. Ence end up winning it with a beautiful clutch here for the Finnish player.
I've got faith in Navi Junior, to be honest. I've got faith in Navi Junior pulling this one back. I think they're warmed up. I think they're ready, and I think they can really do it.
Okay, I like hearing that. Well, let's see how this one plays out. It will be Ence starting on the T side. It will be Navi Junior starting on the CT side. I do think that is potentially a bit interesting. They do have a smoke and a flashbang on the Navi Junior side, but no defuse kit. So it'll be down to the mechanics here alone. Jugas with a very good couple of shots. That is going to kill pretty much half the attack. Now, I think they were going to end up at the B-bomb side anyway, but this kind of an opening is so cool for Ence. I mean, not that we might not get to see the coolness of it, but the cool thing about spreading out this wide is that you can do anything. Like, if you win the fight towards Donut, you can go A. If you don't, you can just hold middle and go B. Like, there's so many different ways to very, very hard to read if you actually win some of the opening fights there, but doesn't work out. So then at the end, it's just Glaive alone with the bomb, and even a bomb plant here is not going to be possible, I imagine. So, yeah, very, very strong. I mean, that's the power of just having that raw aim.
Yeah, it's a big if, isn't it? If you win those fights, unfortunately, yeah, nothing seems to go Ence's way in this one. And yeah, really, really good idea. Yeah, I agree completely that you're able to.
It definitely should be. They have helmets, though. Oh, the timing is insane here. Krabani, he does get the MP9 just back out in time, but honestly, if he'd had it out the whole time, I'm not sure if he couldn't have had a better chance for a double kill there. It's going to be Cemetery getting the kill, and they're trying to swing out of the cave. It's kind of working better than it should have. I feel like probably there should have been a trade there against Kaspersky, but at the end of the day, it will probably still be there around here. It's going to be...
And if you split as well, you know, if they decide to go 1A, 1B, that's, you know, horrible. You need to just commit to one site. If you get it wrong, go and retake it together, especially with Demon on that low HP. But they give up the bomb plant now, and you do have to go relatively quick because there isn't a kit in play, and you're just going to be stomping all the way up. And
yeah, you're right about that. Well, he's in the back here, so they really are taking their time checking. They're not going to find him either. This actually could work out now. It's a bit crazy. If he lands the kill on the first player here and just hides, his demon diffusing outside. Kaspersky, he's ice cold in this one. Absolutely sick play so far. And yeah, Dugas knows he can't win the round any longer. He's going to get the kill, but it won't make a difference. What an insane clutch from Kaspersky.
Mid pressure that's going to be coming in. They decide not to take it too aggressive, just chuck in a bit of util and then try and flash and make their way out. It's a mess. Nobody can see what's going on between smokes and flashes. You are completely blind, but it's Ence coming out the better. They will hold on to that bottom mid control as well. Navi Junior still looking like they want to invest in this mid fight, leaving Krabbenny solo over towards Cave, but that's a lovely kill to collect. It makes you breathe just a little bit easier, but you still need to be aware that there could be more players making their way in and timings to be caught from Glaive.
Man, he's played it so well right now. The reposition is even kind of interesting here. Smoke goes up. Let's see what he can actually do. I'm guessing Glaive is going to want to push out behind that smoke, but so far he hasn't actually found Cavani. There we go. Okay, Glaive is going to be able to actually pick it up. So 2 versus 2 now. Glaive in position, but Cemetery just 2 quick kills. Shuts it down and leaves Nade 2 in a clutch. Now, I put a lot of trust in Nade to win these kind of rounds. He's only got 1 kill so far on the map. But I wouldn't necessarily let that fool you. He's actually going to be moving around here just to check that no one's flanking from this position. They have smokes, but the problem is, even smoking this position, it doesn't always work out that well. I feel like the lineup is still pretty intuitive for it, so we'll see how he does. They've tapped the bomb once. He comes back, throws on an HE. There's a little bit of spam. They're still defusing on the other side, though. Not quite aware of it, and he actually gets shut down with the USB. That's wild. Look at the health that's left. If one more AK bullet connects, I think also they are signaling this kind of execute for later, because a lot of teams will do exactly what Ence did and follow through, and I bet Ence will a little bit later in the round. So just kind of pushing Navi's buttons, I would say early on, saying, hey, you know what, we know how to do these early executes, and you've got to be aware of them, even if we didn't necessarily do it this time. And I think they got slowed down as well, so maybe they would have followed through if not for that, but Cemetery, very smart not to repeat that. It's absolutely not necessary. Now they're going to recommit the same smokes as they threw at the beginning of the round here. So 1 towards Donut, 1 towards CT spawn. You guys already know how this plays out. And again, I think for Navi Junior, just you're in a 4-on-5. Make that a 4-on-4. It's going to say just play it for the afterplant. I don't think you have to try and push in too much right at the start here.
A little bit early with the peak on And the flash was going to come in anyway, so you get nothing from it. Glaive, oh, it's a little bit scary now, and actually just spam down. It's a symmetry double. There's now 2-on-4. Awkward as the wraparound CT is going to be coming in, but it's Kaspersky now just trying to lock in a few more kills to make this one doable, but all eyes now fall on Pody. It's a great read from Zugs to realise that he's creeping around the back door to try and find... Even as well, if you're able to like hold on to like deep donut control from that point as well, like you just give the T's absolutely no space to really get things going. Odie going to be boosted up here. Is he going to find an opening? Yes, he is. Demon ripped off that jump spot, and it's the full commit up towards this B bomb site. You need to be ready. Trying to lock in this bomb site though is going to be Navi Junior, and they've already stopped the brunt of it. Great counter util as well. That has actually forced them away. Rotations are going to be here in time, so if Ence want a full commit, everybody is going to be all hands on deck to deal with it.
That opening kill is so sick, and honestly the call to go that quick afterwards is not necessarily bad either. The only problem was everybody was swinging towards the tunnel and nobody was taking another path on the bomb site, and it did allow for that setup where they actually ended up getting crossfired a little bit. So a real shame. Otherwise, Ence, I think the whole idea for the round was absolutely fine. Now pushing down the bottom of E ramp is a really popular spot. Unfortunately, they do run into Natu, who's just absolutely cracked. So
it does kind of come down to a couple of favourable fights, and see SDY, he's just going to be creeping out and clearing this, seeing nothing. Makazi has made a really good play. Problem is, he has to go back and re-clear absolutely everything here, and that's where it gets a little bit difficult. SDY holding just as fire behind it as well. It's so difficult to see.
And just cross your fingers and hope that this is where they recommit the attack to, so... The CT's information is absolutely critical, but this time it cost them pretty much everything. Bakazi, it's a good kill. He is going to get traded. Not that much to fight with on the CT side, but they're slowly picking up guns right now, so it could be a bit interesting. Krabani's pushing out for the smoke and catching Glaive, and that's the bomb drop down there. This is a sick round so far. Natu, he actually will have to win a 1 versus 4. He's got the first one, but 3 more kills left to try and clutch this round. That should never happen. Navi Junior, these are the kind of rounds that some of these younger teams can actually lose, but they should be able to set it up so that that never happens.
But I mean, I'm looking at the minimap and I'm seeing 3-1 versus 1. So I don't know about you, but right now there's opportunities being available here. There's only one person sitting on the bomb. Yes, Navi Junior are slowly clearing and getting the information that, you know, he's not towards the left side of the map. And here's the double up now once again. That smoke could not have come at a worse time, unfortunately, for Naitu. And it is night in that round for him. T rounds I know Ence are going to be very disappointed with, so yeah, look, we need to see something a little bit better. SDY, he does have an SMG, so he might actually want to try and get aggressive over towards middle. Flashes are going to be good, but the hold is even better. Eventually traded out, but you don't have that map control. Navi Junior have that under lock and key. Glaive, oh, it's a horrible fight to lose, because it just goes from bad to worse for Ence.
It does. Nice protocol to get out and fight middle there for the CT side. It's one of the big cornerstones of the map.
I think they want to go cave side though, and you're going to have to get past Krabany first, and that's the problem, right? He's just waiting on the fade of the smoke. Oh, but he still won't pick up the kill. Actually, Galil will beat AK this time around, and Ence decide not to just sprint. All guns blazing into that bomb site. They slow things down for a little bit. They want to get set up. They want to get players into position, but the problem is it allows timings for Makazi and Symmetry to take fights. As now Ence put onto the back foot. Makazi's still lurking around towards middle. He needs to be dealt with. Luckily out of it, but look at this push down the ramp. It's a perfect timing to collect that one. SDY, he might just need to get away here and get over to Naitu.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. It's Potty getting picked up with the shot from Makazi, and that was the bomb as well, so they had to find a way to go back. That's such an unlikely fight. I don't know how you win that with a Mac 10, but he does. Great play by the Frenchman. 2 versus 2 all of a sudden. 30 seconds, and the bomb is going to be planted here. The question is, this mid-fight, it could be absolutely everything. If Natu goes down, there's a real chance to retake the site. Oh, actually, he's holding that line, but SDY steps out a little bit too far, and Demon with the headshot. And just like that, it's going to be another round here. 8 in favor of the CT side. I think that's absolutely fine. They're going to be very, very satisfied with this.
The way that he peaked, obviously, look, he peaked the close angle, but still, SDY cannot go down there. That's where they lose the round.
I would be tempted to agree with that. Dooley's here for nade 2, but he's just rocked right away. The Glock crouching in at the back of the site. It's Poddy. He needs some backup right now. They are showing up. Nice flashbang to set that up, but he's not really hitting the headshots, and he will go down. He had a good second there where he basically had a free-for-all, I think, peeking in against them, but it's not working out. SDY catches another headshot. He's dead, and now it's Glaive pushing on through to try and stop the bomb plan, but there's so many people on the other side. I'm not even sure if I hate that play for Glaive, because the truth is it probably needed something like that to try and win this round. It's going to be the last duelies going down. Again, they just shoot so unbelievably hard on this Navi Junior side.
Aggressive take towards mid. They want to try and fight towards heaven. Problem is, look at Makazi. He's out mid. The spam. Oh, it's good enough to at least find a kill. As now the pressure goes over towards B. Glaive need to get that smoke down. And oh man, the SMGs are doing the business right now for Ence. They needed desperately to pick up this round, and it looks like they might have just done it. Makazi is the only saving grace. He was the aggressive piece towards middle. Now he has to get very aggressive. A 1 versus 3 on 25 HP. Much like the Naitu situation, I don't see it happening.
Getting 1 or 2 kills here is absolutely huge. Not just because of the, rebuying the armor and everything, but trying to make sure they can't steal enough AKs, I think would be the real goal here. So we'll see if he's actually able to get this one. The first one might be the hardest one against Poddy. He's got the MP9 in the corner already, and yeah, 1 headshot there to seal the deal. So very, very strong for Ence, and they get to steal 3 AKs. Yeah, that's obscene.
Just turning point in this one when they discover that, especially with the boost up, but nobody's over towards long just yet. Glaive, okay, now you know.
Yeah, but that was the whole game plan right there. They're still going to be swinging wide. Big trade coming up here. Kaspersky holding the angle, and I think I might have been able to bit of aim punch to offset the shot there. It looked like maybe there was a chance otherwise. 1 versus 3. Scribani coming up with a 1 AK picked up. I don't know how much that's going to be making of a difference here. The bomb, unfortunately, not planted in the early attack, and he very nearly catches a free kill on Poddy there, but backup is coming in, and SDY, I think he has the angle against him. He's going to be able to take him down, so no issue. Good defense for Ence.
Really 100% confirmed that he was, but it's just the perfect jump peek that you get away with. That's a monster of a HE to land over towards mid. And yeah, look, Navi Junior, the big investment doesn't work out, neither is this round, and all of a sudden, right, we have to have a conversation that Ence are slowly but surely getting back in this one. They're building up their bank accounts, they're building up their confidence.
You know, they only have the MP9s, they don't have that much to work with. Now it's looking a lot better, they're going to have a lot more money to work with, including that utility if they want to fight for that mid control, which it looks like they do want to do. You could see double incendiary going down, flashes behind it. They are really trying to push Navi Junior back at the start of the round here. Kaspersky, he's so blind, and somehow it doesn't matter. He just powers on through. Who cares if he could see anything?
That's wild, by the way. He just didn't let go of D either, and he's just instantly headshot him. That's one you're going to watch back in the demo, and you're just going to be so confused that you still have to go back and get the bomb, and there's only a minute left on the clock. There's just really not much room for error in a round like this, but I think the error's already been made, and Kaspersky, he's looking to find nearly them all. There's all eyes on to Makazi, but Ence, man, they are locked in right now.
They really are. Yeah, if I'm looking back through the demo and I see that, I'm like, well, mid is the object of desire right now. It's Makazi. He's made his way through, but Kerbani's going to be going down. I think that was just a shot through the smoke in the middle. Very, very strong. Or maybe it wasn't. Oh, it was over at the B bomb side. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, the double push, the double aggression. It's a lovely kill, but horrible time to be on default on A. Kaspersky gonna able to get one more, but Naitu, he was never getting out of that one alive.
I don't think they realize SDY is here. He might not check it at all. Incendiary, and there's the shot through the smoke. Those angles are so worth knowing, and they're not hard like that. Especially that one at that far corner. You can get that every time, more or less. Very well done. Kaspersky having himself a sickening round with 3 kills so far. Maybe didn't have to peek that one, but he did commit to it, hoping to catch Demon at the right time. It's going to be a 1 versus 3 as he does pick up the first one. Does have a Molotov. If he really believes that Poddy's back there, if he's got the right read on it, he could Molotov out that box. It's a very nice grenade to be able to throw, but didn't really trust his instinct, and he's going to end up going down. So we Ence winning another round. An expensive one this time. Then their CT sound on this map. Not by a lot, but I was expecting them to come in with a bit more. But I'm not sure if it's really because, you know, they're hitting their shots still. They do look lethal. I just feel like Ence they're coming up with a lot of good stuff here. Nade 2 might have been the right move, but he does get taken down, and Cemetery will find Poddy as well. But it's another version of the aggression, right? They had mid and outside of B last time. This time it was, you know, the A hallway push. I think it's really creative from Ence to try and switch up how they're defensive on the CT side, or how they're aggressive. But this time it backfires, unfortunately. But I think the idea is still pretty good.
Glaive, wonderful opportunity for him here. He's already done a little bit of damage to the first. Needs to just clean up these kills, though. The pistol's going to have to do, and Zugs is just going to run him down. All eyes on Kaspersky. Is half HP, has a smoke, has a kit. Two players are relatively low, but time is just not on his side at all. It is of the essence, and he needs to begin to move still. It's taken on. That's going to be a freebie for the first. Smoke on to try and maybe tap the bomb and find the kill, but Symmetry, just the man to beat, and you can simply not defeat him in this round. Navi Junior, you need a round, and Symmetry bails you out. It's just making sure that you do not give away that opening kill. It looks like Navi Junior are going to play very aggressive towards B, though. This could be a problem. They haven't gone for something like this, and Kaspersky, he's solo.
Yeah, very, very tricky. Instantly taken down. STY gets one in return, and has actually just stand in the Molotov there, Glaive. But he does get Cemetery. I like the sacrifice. It's a bit risky, obviously. Grenades around the corner, and Glaive is so lucky to be alive. Oh, if he'd been one step further, I think he just gets blown up. But he picks up the AWP instead, you know, following Bogdan's law, and they're going to be into a 3 versus 4 now. Bomb is planted, though, and this is super winnable for the Navi Junior side. There's a Molotov on Dugas as well. I wonder, there is a smoke on Glaive, and there's actually one on Nade 2 as well. So yeah, he's going to be pushing up a little bit further, but that one Molotov could be a little bit interesting when we get a little bit later into this round here. The retake is going to be on. Demon set up nicely. Oh my god, they try and run through, and he's just ready, and he absolutely wrecks them. Navi Junior with another round. It's map number 3. A finish for Demon there at the end. That was fiery. Yeah, I mean, you're hoping right now that Poddy's going to miss some of these shots, right? Because if he just gets a couple of headshots here, like you said, there's no smoke, no cover. So actually they're being allowed to get pretty close right now, and that's where the Glocks could do the real damage. Nice trade as well. Glaive is surely going to be going down here. Oh, he actually will somehow stay alive. I thought they were going to, you know, triple peek him there. Bomb gets planted for long. They actually were going to plant a default, but they decide, you know what? You've got Cemetery down there. Might as well make sure. I think he's got the P250 as well. So defuse could be very hard. There's no kit in play in the round either. They do have a smoke on SDY, so they could put some pressure on the P250, but it's still a long defuse that might be coming in, or maybe not at all. Demon gets a couple of kills here, and no chance here for SDY to do anything. Very nice after the bomb has been planted for Navi Junior, and I'm giving people credit, you know, points for trying, because you have to find a way to do it. Nice grenade being blown open there, and he definitely could have the kill on Makazi there. He does take quite a bit of damage in return himself, but on Catwalk as well, they have a setup, and actually, this is another sick idea. Ence, Kaspersky, he's actually trying to play at the corner of Catwalk in this round. Doesn't really work out quite for him. Poddy's going to be going down, and that could be the end of the round. The bomb is dropped a little bit further back, which is interesting. But if they can deny Nade 2 any step onto the site here, they should be in a good position. Makazi goes down. Nade 2 is going to get shut down. Yeah, trying to push through. And it will be a 2-on-3, and they shouldn't be going for this one Ence, unfortunately. So, good navigation for Navi Junior, but a lot of cool things happening in this round for Ence, even if it doesn't work out. We got to remember as well, there's a possibility that Navi Junior will find themselves in a very similar position when they actually get into the second half. So I do think it's important for them to keep on winning. This is obviously a bit of a start here. Oh my god, SDY. I think that's 4 bullets, maybe a little bit more, but close to, and he just has absolutely banged them out of the middle now. Unfortunately, he can't disengage from the fight that easily, and he's going to get caught a little bit here. Kaspersky's picked up the AWP, and somehow Navi Junior, they might win this round anyway. 2 versus 3. Grenade to blow it open, but it doesn't quite blow open the entire smoke there. Bit of a jump here, but he's going to get caught by Demon. Yeah, he's going to be able to hear that, and it will be Nade 2 alone versus 3. I can't believe it. This is an interesting scenario.
It looked like it started so well. I mean, yeah, obviously they lose Pody, but yeah, it's one of those nice ideas that you were talking about. They get aggressive, and you actually didn't catch the glimpse of Craveny maybe playing 4x3, nobody spotted him, and
taking up a lot of space with that MP9, and so far so good, but out long is where the main attack is going to be. There's only 30 seconds left here, so 3 people already in the A-bomb site. Honestly, if they can kill Craveny here, they might be on for something. Nice shot from Poddy. It's only 20 seconds now. Flashed around the corner, and that should be enough. They've done so much damage to slow them down. Demon on the other side is going to get the kill, but as long as Poddy is here and alive, I don't see any way through. The bomb is there, and with that kill, the round is cemented. Nicely done from Ence. And again, they had 3 people on the site. The big mistake Ence could have made, I think, was,
you know, a promising sign, because you don't want to wait around, right? You need to take that initiative. You need to just make sure that, okay, it's kind of the pull and push, right? You lose long, you want to push and take short, or at least make sure that it's clear. Take the fights that will maybe isolate and win you the round. Speaking of which, Kaspersky nearly able to get more than just a 1, but he's going to be instantly shut down. And advantage in favour of Ence here. Information, I believe, is only gathered on a single player. That is the opera towards lower tunnels, so not really too much to go off right now for Ence, but you gotta be feeling good. Double up, still in play in the round. Man advantage. And still a hefty amount of time on the clock, but it's such a difficult round if you're Navi Junior to get back into, especially with the aggression coming.
really well done. Do a little bit more here. It's a very aggressive position with the orb in the middle, but it works out, so we're not really going to criticize it too much. Ence looking to claim their second round, and they're going to be able to USP kill at the end. It's Poddy.
I just wonder, I don't believe they know about SDY on that AAWP. I'm not quite sure. I can't really confirm it, but I don't think he fired a bullet. He definitely didn't find a kill, and now they definitely do. What a wake-up call that is.
Okay, strong start here. Yeah, everything rides on this. You're right to call it out as well for Navi Junior. Definitely true to say that if they were to win this one, it would be quite interesting. They're going to go out long. Don't hate this at all. I think timing here is going to be important. Oh, never mind. Glaive just absolutely cheating through the smoke. The reason why this had to be quick for Navi Junior is that there was already a push into upper dark from the end side. They already had 2 people that were pushing in. So if Navi Junior slowed down this round, then, you know, whether Glaive gets the kills through the smoke or not, they were going to be locked in a uncomfortable way. But, yeah, obviously, whether we get a couple of kills like that, it's pretty much done round. There's not much they could have done to get back into this one.
Not at all, and you know that as well, right? Navi Junior have gone for that tack pause. You know that they're coming at you with a pretty solid round. You know that the money has to be surely running dry at some point, and you don't lose a single player on the side of Ence. That's just a confidence booster. It's a economy booster. It's just a booster all round. And also, if you see him performing like that, it does demand a little bit more from your teammates and could really actually spur them on. As I'm praising him, he misses a molly.
It happens. Kaspersky, though, very nearly with the double. That is actually so close. And again, I love the attempt at getting for those, you know, aggressive starts to these rounds, so that Ence aren't just waiting around for what Navi Junior are going to bring. 3 people, close to long at least. Does seem like they're kind of attempting to fall back. I guess they still can. They got the Molotov under the catwalk here, Navi Junior, and now they've smoked off the middle. Oh, Glaive hoping to catch a really clever timing. That's a CT smoke, so I feel like that's an unbelievable risk. I'd love to ask Glaive about the logic behind that one, because it's so rare that T's fall back from long at all. So he should have been able to guess. Never mind. Poddy, though, hitting some sickening shots, pushing out in front. He can't quite land the next one, but his teammate Nesty Y most certainly can. So now it's a 1 versus 2 here, and shouldn't be much of a chance, although he does spot them out. He knows they're both up there. Not able to hit the AK shots, and Ence will win 1 more round. They're really...
Navi Junior. Oh, an explosion over towards long. This is getting a little bit scary. Ence are going to be forced away, and Glaive's going to go down, posted up in the middle of long. Poddy this time will fall, getting absolutely nothing out of that long play. Navi Junior, they can sprint up and take this bomb site, but SDY already here and waiting.
Oh, the lineup is absolutely insane as well. He's very nearly got the triple on that one. He will be allowed to live somehow. Goes back, picks up the AWP. Tries to fire a couple of shots. Might even be worth firing the shots just to sort of pretend like there's two players there. They might not know that he switched out the weapons. Demon is going to be going down. Bit of a flank coming in. Low health across the board here. But 2-on-3, that is winnable from Navi Junior.
Yeah, definitely. With that Molotov as well. Symmetry though forced out, and he's not going to burn up in it. So he's trying to just hold the line. The spray is a little bit messy. SDY, a ridiculous shot, but it means nothing in the round.
That Molotov, if you... okay, they're going to be using it actually to clear out the middle. They're worried for an aggressive push. They might have been watching some Navi Junior demos here. Just, that's an interesting way to use the Molotov, unless you happen to have a bit of info. Now, nobody was, but they're going to be waiting out long, and it's Krabani to go down first.
It's horrible as well if you're Makazi, right? You're the second player here, and SDY has already found it, because you're like, oh, do I push? Do I wait for the fight to come to me? And looks like waiting was the best option there. It's going to be the short execute. A double drop in towards CT is something that you need to be aware of, but a perfectly timed flashbang. Still not able to undo this crossfire. It's the double up as Navi Junior look to double down on both pistols here on Dust 2, but it's still a little bit messy. Glaive going to be dropped. That's going to be the bomb, and the flying headshot from the USP. That is no problem as Navi Junior.
Flash around the corner here. So this is, again, it's one of those simple tricks that anyone can really do. But I think it's nice to try and see if you can find an early kill with it.
Swing on out. Ooh. It gets a little bit messy, doesn't it? I mean, they make a meal out of it. Ence. Oh, is there a chance now for them to get up onto this bomb site? Is there a chance for them in the round at all? Night aim punch is going to be a massive factor with that FAMAS that he's picked up, and Zogs is already quite close, tagging him up, but Pody is going to shut him down, and this is where it gets a little bit scary for Navi Junior. Makazi's low, Demon's already scout tagged as well. This could turn very messy. SDY on that sniper with those scoped rifles. He is such a threat, as once again Navi Junior will feel his wrath. SDY offer his support up towards long for the moment, so the timing might just be getting away from him, but he goes back to look in time, has a difficult job to do, dodging a lot of flashbangs. Glaive not going to be spotted. Makazi though still going to run him down and find an AK. Demon picking up a kill in the meantime as well. It's all falling apart here for Ence, who have no other option but to back away here and try and get to B, but Navi Junior, everybody's in CT ready to receive them.
Yeah, this is getting really risky all of a sudden. 25 seconds. With SDY already being tagged up here, they need to make a move, and that wasn't it. Slow around the corner. Poddy, does he realize that they're both there? He's picked up the AWP. I don't know if that's the right move either. 14 seconds. He is running for it with the bomb on his back. They're surely going to know. Trying to see if they can catch him just as he's out. 8 seconds left. They go straight for the bomb plant. I still feel like having the AK here would be the better choice, but he's going to give it a shot anyway, and missing that one, I think it might have been the end of it for him. He's going to end up going down to Demon instead, and Navi Junior... huge round to take back, just as Ence had fought so hard in the previous round. Yeah, they are taking a big step in the right direction. I can't believe they got saved by winning that last round. I really think there was a chance there for Ence to just bounce straight back into the game and maybe even overtake them, but they're going to be able to jump down towards the ramp, and instantly the Tech-9 was the first one. Headshot from SDY. Oh no, Jack, this is already getting out of control.
I think you're already calling the save here. Oh, surely, Makazi, you don't peek like this. Oh, surely. Oh, okay, right. He drops the off, but still, it's going to be traded out. I'd love to see them back up away from this one and just maybe save, but they're still going to continue to go for it up against a couple of pistols. They've already dropped that AWP, but look at Glaive. He's already gone around the world. He's already in towards CT. A big shot, and the IGL will step up and hit it. We'll miss the second. He'll give himself a chance to get up onto the bomb site, so who is going to go searching here for Nightu. He's got a kit. He can tap the bomb here and look to try and find this kill. They know he's off it. Nightu will.
Tough team conversations later on in the day when you say, how come? Like, we had it locked in, and like we said, the CCT games are so important for the VRS stuff, so you can't afford that. You need to win the rounds where you have that much of an advantage in the weaponry, and
any pressure is going to be felt up towards long. They can just call on a timing, a little bit of a vibe when you feel that they're getting a little bit closer, and everybody is going to swing.
Yeah, we'll see if they get the timing down right. You're not wrong. I mean, That is how you do it. Over the smoke, though. It's Krabani to take down SDY. And Glaive is already so low, he can't really afford to be part of this fight. He's going to go down quick, and it's just Potty left. 1 versus 5, and they are going to be running him down. I'd say normally, you know, maybe you don't want to fight it, but this time they knew, you know, 5 bullets in the AWP. There's no chance that he's going to hit every single one. A lot of utility going down. Okay, he's going to be throwing 1 more HE, and that one nearly kills Kaspersky. That's devastating to begin with. Just good utility use here for Navi Junior. They don't know how much damage they've done, but if they did, I mean, they could almost decide to just fall back a little bit.
Yeah, this is the danger of that, you know, that kind of unconfirmed damage. But there is one thing confirmed, and it's a symmetry opener that is instantly refragged. But that's one of the high HP players. You know, they don't know it, but they've just taken one of the major pieces of the puzzle away. 50 seconds now to really make up your mind on what you want to do. Navi Junior have given up this B bomb site. They've left that completely open. They're waiting for the aggression. Look at this. They're going to walk in, and you might catch a few players sleeping here. You know, Kaspersky is up towards short. Makazi, that's a double up. Dropping the bomb in the meantime as well. He nearly turns around to find that third onto Glaive in lower tunnels, but it doesn't happen. Not for now, but 30 seconds to get back on this bomb. I just don't see it happening.
No, there should be absolutely no way. Time is just so low already. It's SDY going down. Glaive, the last man standing, and no time, no teammates, and absolutely no that he's going to end up going down. Navi Junior successfully taking down Ence here. Took all 3 maps, but